Wow, he landed it.
Is that better, Rocky? Rocky, is that better? PJ, thank you for the follow. Hopefully that worked. I'm having a lot of issues with OBS, with my Streamlabs OBS today, so hopefully this fixed it.
No. Hey, this kid is resilient, Vic. Like I say,
who do you think will answer Shinsuke's challenge? I haven't seen anything about him having a challenge.
Like
I think that's something that
that's all speculation.
Yeah, I think that's something the IWC has started. I don't think he's actually issued it. Okay, great, Rocky. I don't think he's actually issued an open challenge.
I mean, he's been doing all the promos of like, I see you, I know who you are, I'm coming for you, but it's never been, anything else. Yeah. And we're thinking Seth Rollins is his target still.
Who do you guys think Nakamura is talking about? I think he's talking about Seth, but
yeah,
I think because every promo feels like he's talking about Seth, and that people are just reading too much into the whole thing. But you never know. I feel like CM Punk will return at Royal Rumble because Chicago is for Survivor Series is so obvious. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to come back. I just don't. What are you guys having for dinner? Well, tonight I had chili mac. I made chili mac from scratch. That was fun. But we're gonna be doing for Thanksgiving ham and stuffing and loaded mashed potatoes and my special green bean concoction and some yams. Ooh, who had yams? Yeah, we're gonna do yams too.
Yams. Yeah,
oh, and cranberry sauce.
Stuffing.
I got a can of cranberry sauce too. I don't eat cranberry sauce, but my mom loves it. So. Not really an open challenge. He's targeting a specific person. True. I think WWE will run a PLE anytime soon in Japan. I don't know. Only because New Japan kind of does have a lot. Like New Japan and like DDT and those kind of have a lock on Japan. So I don't know if they will, but maybe. I want Chad Gable to win this match, Namir, but I think Noam Dar retains. Austin, what's going on with Twitch?
Closing in on the final 10. Noam Dar has an opportunity to put this match away right now.
Oh, I didn't start the poll. It would help if I started it.
It's saved by the bell.
Wow.
You're sweating.
Oh, man. This is a good one.
People are going overboard and saying Punk with WWE specifically said there were no talk. Yeah, there's no, like right now there's no talk with Punk. Supposedly, because again, you can't trust the dirt sheets 100%. But I love the way Sean lets the Alpha Academy show how amazing they are when they're allowed to wrestle. Yeah, absolutely. Seth doesn't like Cody. Priest doesn't like Drew. Who will choke first? Ooh.
Comes Chad Gable, round 5.
He's desperate. He's desperate, Vic.
Oh, well, desperate man.
Oh.
Desperate things. We're tied.
Wow. Wow.
Like
I think Chad's done playing.
Wow. And there's the after the bell hit.
Yep.
Of course. I mean, DDT isn't that big, if they run in Japan, the only company we would have to worry about is New Japan. Yeah, but I think New Japan kind of has a lock on all the big arenas. Do you think we will see Roman versus AJ at the Rumble? I don't know what's going to happen with Roman right now. Thoughts on AEW? The wrestling is always great in AEW, but the stories are absolutely just terrible. They don't have great booking. They don't allow people to shine that should be shining. They have too many wrestlers on the roster, and you have Tony Khan trying to book like a kid in his basement with action figures, and not as a smart professional booker. And too many people get promised too many things, and then
Yeah.
If he lets somebody else book that company that knows what they're doing, I think AEW would be, their numbers would climb for sure.
Yeah. I mean, with Daniel Bryan's doing his last year of wrestling and stuff like that, it might be a wise idea to get him to start doing some of the booking when he's done wrestling.
Yeah. I think NJPW has some of the best wrestling in the world. I don't get to watch it that often, unfortunately, but I do love what I see when I see it. Yeah, I don't know if I could take that. I don't know if I'd want to take that brain buster either. Not with all the head injuries I've had. And neck injuries? Ugh, no, thank you.
Knows all too well what it means to be in this sort of matchup. Was close in his own right becoming
It's the best way AEW can make the business. They could get all AEW really needs is to get a booker or a booking team that understands the business and understands the psychology and the storytelling involved in the business. They don't have to go full sports entertainment with it, even though they are with things like Tony Storm and everything else. They've got to pick a lane. Either we're a real wrestling company or we're sports entertainment. Because right now, it's hard to tell what they are. Do you think WWE is real? Well, I mean, wrestling's not real. It's not fake either. I'm already liking the Lexus King booking. I am too. They're putting him in a good storyline. All AEW needs is a good booker. They just need to let Tony Khan needs to take a step back and let somebody else book.
I mean, legitimately, there's just that one little thing, and they could be amazing.
Yeah, Gunther will lose the IC title, then win the Royal Rumble, go against Seth. I think that's what's going to happen. That's my fantasy booking.
Fantasy.
Oh, he caught his feet. Caught his feet.
What a counter right there by Chad Gable.
Ankle lock cinched in. If no M-Dark.
He's a good storyteller to help build their storyline. They really have no hyper. Exactly. Exactly.
Down to 8. It's at 7. Is Dark gonna tap? Gable cinching it in. Great fight. He's got it in deep. Down to 2. Down to 1.
Don't you do it. Don't you.
Whoa, he tapped. He tapped.
Oh, he did.
Tapped after the bell.
Mm-hmm.
Dark tapped.
WWE has 3 former AEW talent, Cody, Jade, and Lexus. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of 6 rounds, the score is tied 1-1. In the event of a
That's
tie,
new.
the Heritage Cup.
I mean, I know that's been a rule the entire time, but with him tying like this, that's a new.
No, he
Did he
tied
win?
his last match. He tied too, and kept the cup because he tied. It ended in a tie with Nathan Frazier.
Thank God.
Oh, the Kira Dizala he won outright.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
No, in the Nathan Frazier one he tied.
This was the turning point.
Do you think Team Heat will win War Games? I do. I do. I think the baby faces win the men's and the heels will win the women's. And during the celebration of Damage Control, that's when they turn on Bailey.
Listen for the bell. Listen for the bell.
Rocky, we completely agree with you. Jade needs to be used quickly and soon, like just because she's getting close to that I'm being forgotten about phase.
Referee had the wherewithal, understanding, and know how to do the right thing. He made the right call, man.
Well, main man Metza just ran up against Chad Gable's #1 guy.
Yes, Otis. Yes. I love it.
Thanksgiving this week, right?
Chad did get robbed, but Noam Dar was smart. He waited for the bell to ring, even though he was in pain, before tapping.
Mm-hmm.
I love Alpha Academy so much.
Hello, NXT.
Care as long as she's getting paid, but
What
yeah,
an honor
they gotta
it
do
is
something.
for
Jade is
the
currently
to
training in the
qualify matches
PC,
for
so
the
hopefully we'll see her
Iron
soon.
Survivor
But
Challenge. The first pick
Io
is
Sky is the true leader of Damage Control.
Carmelo
Bailey is
Hayes.
pretty much her,
You are so far
just her
ahead of
goons.
everybody else. You have been carrying.
Yeah, I think that's how they're gonna play it.
So Mello,
Is that Bailey doesn't
you are
fit
my
anymore,
first choice.
and that
from Vader to Hanson to Undertaker to Kane, I have been in the ring and seen the best big man in this business history.
boy, I've gotten that
And
before
Josh
actually,
Briggs,
and
you
it's
fit
definitely
that
not
mold.
it's definitely a
I
compliment.
was
That's for
once
sure.
in a tag team
Not an insult at
also.
all.
I left a great partner. and I became a wrestling god. This
Otis did make him go
is
flying.
your opportunity. On the women's side, Blair Davenport, you remind me of me.
So we're getting Hayes and Briggs.
You don't care what anybody thinks. You do what you have to do, and styles make matchups. So
I can't stop thinking about how fire Maxine was last night. Yeah, she was fire last night. Maybe Jade will show up to confront Rhea after her match at the pay-per-view. That'd be pretty cool.
Luck is for losers. Take what you
I don't know if the guys that would have to catch Otis want Otis doing dives.
I always do. I can't wait to see who qualifies in the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Book, I've been waiting all week. Xylee, though, waiting for a lifetime for this opportunity, and the same can be said for the champion. NXT Women's title is on the line. Next on
No, big man over the top ropes like that.
Wait.
Friday on F.
So now they did the Heritage Cup first. They opened the show with that, and now they're doing the women's title match next. Wow, I thought that was going to be the main event. So the main event must be one of the Iron Survivor qualifying matches. Is Brock son with WWE? I haven't heard if he is or not.
What I think is going to happen is I think babyfaces will win on the men's side after the match. Randy turns on the team and RKO's Jay. That's a good possibility, Rocky. Honestly, that's something we've been thinking about. And it's either he RKO's Jay or he RKO's Cody.
And so here's the reason I don't think that happens. Well, it's a good thought. We're already going to see that kind of turn in the women's War Games. Most likely, because they've definitely teased the Bayley thing. They've not been able to tease tension between Randy and Jay. All they got was that look from Jay during the announcement. I think that we get Randy Orton. He stays a babyface. He stays purposely during the celebration away from Jay. Like he's on the other side. Like Jay's on one side, he's all the way on the other side. On Monday night, we get something. Like when they're, celebrating or whatever. Then it could happen.
During the match, I'd like to see Randy look like he's going for an RKO and almost hit either Cody or Jay and just kind of stop,
That's kind of a hard thing to do, though. The RKO is a move that's hard to oops, grab the wrong person, or, oh, I was going to get you, but maybe not. I don't know. That's a hard one to do.
Yeah.
It'd be different if he was going to, punt somebody and then the other one, fell or something, fell in front of him or something. I don't know. I think the original Survivor Series should come back. I think it's hard to pull off nowadays. I would like to see it, but I'm down with War Games being the new Survivor Series. I'm all for that. JR, thank you for the follow. I hope he doesn't retire because he has back issues. Yeah, I hope he's going to be better. He'll be okay.
Honestly, I'm waiting for the first bump he takes. Legit, I want to see how he acts after the first bump he takes. Anyways.
I gotta fix this.
Yeah. Will Becky and Charlotte stay on the same page? As long as it's bell to bell, I think they're going to stay on the same page. And I don't know if they've actually fixed things or not. But if they have, cool. They haven't, understandable.
Whoa. What just happened? Sorry, guys. That was weird. That was really weird. Sorry. I don't know what that was. Something just happened on my TikTok. It got weird for a second. Sorry about that. Doesn't Charlotte Becky know? Yeah, unless they've buried the hatchet. Last I had heard is they didn't like each other in real life. User 704, thank you for the follow. Leo, thank you for the follow. Where's Cody Rhodes play all this between Jay and Randy conflict, and is it and Sammy and Seth? I think Seth kind of goes his own way after War Games and gets back into the title. I don't know what Sammy's gonna do. Obviously Sammy's gonna have Jay's back, so he might get involved in a conflict. Cody's gonna be like, look, hey, that's the past. He's not like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll cause conflict. But I think we're eventually getting is Cody versus Randy.
Championship game on Saturday, December the 2nd in Dallas. There will be a custom-made championship title for the
Swerve would be great in NXT again, but I think he's one of the few killing it right now on AEW.
Additionally, co-branded WWE and Big 12 logo.
Did you guys enjoy the Halloween movie with Michael Myers? I liked the it wasn't a reboot, it was kind of like a I like the new one. Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, not so much.
You look like a champion. Oh. I look like a champion. Come on. The titles are right back where they belong.
Oh, it just feels right.
It does.
But unfortunately, we're not done with Chase U.
We tried to help him out, but then he just kept digging himself deeper and deeper. How bad is it?
Enough. Well, listen, tonight isn't about Chase U. It's about us. That's right. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so on the Swerve topic, so with that, I think Swerve has grown above NXT if he comes back to the WWE.
Hey, make sure that mozzarella's fresh. I'll hit you over the head with that spoon, huh? You're a great guy. Hey, bro! There he is! How you doing? Good to see you, huh? Everything's good. Good to see you. Let's go. All right.
I think they're coming.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be bromance triangle between Jason. That's a possibility, Rocky.
You did all this fast, huh?
Now, Donnie, I know you don't like surprises, but this is a special occasion. So everyone, let's raise a glass to the underboss in the Don. Here's to another successful title reign. Chindan.
Chindan.
Kelvin, thanks for the flaming heart.
I appreciate everything, but manja, let's eat, huh?
Oh, Kelvin, thank you for that.
Yo.
I don't know, just something felt off with Halloween Ends. Like it wasn't. It didn't live up to the first. I don't know.
But tonight,
it just didn't live up. Like it just felt like a blah ending. Sucks that we won't get RK Bro. That was such a hot thing, but Riddle effed it all up. Yeah.
I gotta get in.
Yeah.
And I can't sleep on Josh Briggs either, bro. Nah, I mean, Briggs, he a bad boy. Yeah. But you mellow. True. I'm sure Brooks and Fallon will be ringside, so I say we give the people what they want. Last week you was there for me ringside. Tonight I'm there for you. You know how we do.
Yeah. Look, I appreciate that, but I gotta run this play by myself. Okay. I gotta get back to that NXT championship, and then when I qualify, and eventually win.
Let's focus on the night. Get your dub tonight, and then we can start talking about deadline.
Yeah,
you
you're
feel
right.
me? Yeah.
No, you're right. Focus on the night, and then we get to deadline. But I gotta do it solo.
Hey, brother. You know I understand that.
Appreciate you. I'll let you.
Trick knows.
Why would he have to do it solo?
Because Trick knows.
Especially when he, that's a little weird. You think Brock Anderson will end up in NXT? Maybe. What did I miss? Oh boy, you missed the Heritage Cup match already. Chad was kind of cheated out of that, as per usual. Noam Dar retained, and now we're getting the Women's Championship match.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe they were saying it was next, and they're going to set it up for later tonight to give her time to recover from the attack.
Team is now checking on our fallen champion. We're even going to have a title match? Can Lyra even compete?
Maybe?
Austin, I agree. Boo.
You think WWE has a good chance of getting Kenny King? I mean, they always have the chance, but it's if they want him. I love Kenny King. I think he's phenomenal, but I don't know if they want him.
On Black Friday, the only.
Then on the second side of that, it's also does Kenny King want WWE? I mean, we can legitimately say that nowadays, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, the guy, he did go through Tough Enough. He understands kind of how it works. So he has an idea. We'll have to wait and see. Does Xia Li want a championship match or not? Yeah, exactly. Like, what was that? I don't understand that. Like, what was she thinking? I'm sure hopefully they'll explain. She'll cut a promo or something. You guys like IHOPs or Denny's? While I'll eat at both, and I like both, I absolutely prefer IHOP.
I'm right there with you.
IHOP steak tips and eggs.
Levels.
IHOP steak tips and eggs is so good. Get their steak tips and eggs breakfast. Oh my god. Also, here's a quick tip. As a chef, something I learned, and this is actually from an old cookbook that I found out, but IHOP still does this. If you're let's say you're gonna make omelets and pancakes. Make your pancake batter. Take a small amount of your pancake batter, add it to your eggs. You can do this with scrambled eggs. You can do it with omelets. It will make them extra thick and fluffy. It's so good. It's a wonderful little addition to your eggs, and it makes them extra fluffy. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still upset that Will Ospreay did not sign with WWE. AEW will treat him bad in the long run. I agree.
On both of those.
But the one thing that AEW will do that WWE wouldn't do is it'll allow him to work independent shows and different shows that he couldn't do while in WWE. But he's going to get lost in the sauce in a few months. And that sucks. Lyra might be out for a night. Pride Lover, thank you for the follow. Denny's does have good burgers. And in fact, on DoorDash, they have one of those ghost restaurants. I think it's called Burger Den. And it's just Denny's burgers. But they're good. I do like their burgers. Zack Ryder needs to come back to WWE. Chocolate Boy, Matt Cardona is making so much money on the indies that I don't think he'll ever go to another promotion. He makes so much money between merch and his indie bookings, and he has full carte blanche creative control everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
So he's in the driver's seat. Like, how much better? I mean, I would say it depends on how many eggs you're making. I would say probably.
I did a tablespoon per egg, and it turned out really well.
That seems a little high. Especially if you put vanilla in your pancake batter like I do. You don't want the vanilla to overpower the eggs. I would say a tablespoon for every 3 to 4 eggs. So, like, if you're going to make omelets or you're making a whole bunch of scrambled eggs for the family, you're doing like even if you're doing 8 to a dozen eggs for everything, if you're doing like a dozen eggs, I'd say like a little less than a quarter cup. Like a ladle, just like a small ladle's worth. You can eyeball it, test it out for yourself.
Hey, honestly, trial and error it, you know? That's the thing about cooking, trial and error. What works for us may not work for you. So, Rocky, we are trying to get to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's in our hometown, outside our hometowns now, our old hometown.
Yeah.
So we're trying. We're going to work something out. Braun Breaker, I don't think they're treating him poorly. I think they're just getting ready to move him up. John, thank you for the follow. Do you think John Moxley will come back to WWE? Nope. He has said he never wants to go back to WWE.
And yes,
all right,
folks,
they just added Randy Orton to the War Games commercial.
Yeah, folks, we will be doing War Games, Survivor Series. Is it exclusive to TikTok, or are we doing all platforms?
For what? Survivor Series?
I know we're, Survivor Series.
Yeah, all platforms.
I mean, the only place you can watch it is here on TikTok. But we'll have our reactions and we'll be listening to the crowd, to you guys and stuff like that on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And stuff like that,
Rocky, the WWE does not blame Braun for what his father did at all. He's out of the title picture right now because they're getting ready to move him up to the main roster. He's still winning matches. He's still crushing people. He's going to be in the Iron Survivor match, I believe.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I don't know who's got the last pick, so.
That's an interesting move.
Very.
Oh, what a very interesting tag. Damn, the height on that. Holy hell. You guys missed The Walking Dead. I never got into Walking Dead. I liked the comic, but by the time The Walking Dead came on TV, I was so zombied out. There was so much zombie media. I just didn't want to see it, and then I just never got into it.
attitude right there.
I like the first two seasons. After that, it just kind of got weird for me.
No, Ricky, it was going to happen. And then Xia Li kicked Valkyria in the head as she was coming out and knocked her out. So I don't know what's going on. I go to that live with me every Tuesday. Is fun. I live in Chicago, Orlando. Oh, nice. We live outside of Orlando. We both live outside of Orlando. I live in like Beverly Hills, which is northern Crystal River. Jason's over outside of Lakeland. So yeah, we're not far.
Bartow, Winter Haven area.
Favorite WWE movie?
Chauffeur?
Is this the most focus you've seen?
Mine is probably... Rock's not showing us the Rumble, Rocky. The Rock's doing movies, and he's all booked up now.
Yeah, with all the strikes done, he's...
I really liked 12 Rounds. That's the one with Robert Patrick and John Cena. Or is that the Marine?
Yep.
Whichever one had Robert Patrick... Whichever had Robert Patrick and John Cena in it, that's my favorite. Either 12 Rounds or the Marine. What about the game with Lee? What game are you talking about?
What's up with this scandal?
You know what? I don't even want to get
they'll probably do that at the TV.
That thing right there, when it finally breaks, you're gonna.
They might. Honestly.
Larry, Titusville, the nicest city in the country, several years in a row.
Nice.
What did I miss in the last 10 minutes? Xia Li knocked out Valkyria as she was doing her entrance. So that match is in question. And now we've got this tag match. And the Dawn and Stacks did a little like, hey, celebration, we're tag titles again. Rumor has it Goldberg's going to AEW. Yeah, I've heard that rumor. North Carolina in their Charlotte area. Nice, Austin.
Nice.
I love Asheville, North Carolina. Love Asheville. The WWE Studios movie I like is the, have you ever seen it? Halle Berry, David Otunga, and Morris Chestnut. Is The Call. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to look it up. Sitting games. Oh, that's right. They the pre-tape, so you already went. Well, don't spoil it.
So,
I've avoided spoilers all week.
we really have.
Yeah, I love Asheville. I went up last year in March to visit a friend, and that weekend it snowed. That weekend, even though it was like springtime, we got light snow the whole weekend, and it was so cool, so much fun. I don't know. There's some scandal with Chase U, but I haven't been able to find a video about it.
Trust me, we've been looking.
Rocky, we're gonna take. Rocky, we're gonna be taking tomorrow night and Thursday night off, and just do the family thing and cook a big meal and have fun. No, I never played the Walking Dead game either. Stitch, thank you for the follow. North Carolina's always bipolar. One day it's hot, next day it's cold, pretty much. Yeah, but also Asheville's up in the mountains, so that has something to do with it too. It's going to be different, a little bit different there. It was beautiful driving up there. My ears popped driving up through Asheville. But I love mountains. Mountains are my favorite thing in the world, like as far as landscape. I love mountains. Maxine and Ivy Nile as a tag team fucking killed it last night. They were so good. Yes, Ivy Nile is still green. You can still see some of that rookie mistake kind of stuff. But my God, they killed it last night. Off topic, but did you hear Pedro Pascal might be playing Reed Richards? I heard that. I purposely haven't talked about it much because 2 days prior to that, somebody else was already cast by Deadline, and I'm no longer going to believe it until I see an official cast listing.
Yeah.
I can't anymore. There's too many things. Same with DC. We've had 3 different Lex Luthors in a week. So I can't anymore. If it is Pedro Pascal, great. He's a hell of an actor, and he should be good.
I don't think he's the right person for the role, but
I've talked about it. I'm thinking about being a pro wrestler and living my dream since I was a kid. Do it, Austin. Do it. But
do it.
Find a reputable wrestling school near you. North Carolina has plenty. find a good, reputable wrestling school, and go to the school, do what they say, follow their training. That's the best way to do it.
But back to the action. This is what Carrillo and Garza have been saying now for the last
I
several
mean,
months. That they're
my brother here, he was a pro wrestler. I mean, did dark matches for big companies, but wasn't signed.
Yeah, I never signed with a big company. I worked a dark match for WWE. I worked a few dark matches for TNA. But yeah, all I would say is like, definitely like follow that dream, but find a good wrestling school. In my opinion, Pedro Pascal should play Eddie in the Kurt Angle biopic. He looks like Eddie. If he's willing to go through like getting ripped and the wrestling training, yeah. But also, Pedro Pascal is already almost 50, if not in his 50s.
You got this, Briggs. This is a big night, man.
Yeah, dude, this
So
is
we
a
need somebody
huge
a little bit
opportunity.
younger.
If I can't be in the Iron Survivor Challenge, I want to see one of you guys in it.
And look, we know you're locked in for this match tonight. That's why me and Fallon are gonna be out there to support you, man.
Yep.
Look, brother, I appreciate the offer. I really do. But JBL, he gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. I've been waiting my entire life for this one. I'll catch up.
So, Leo, I don't think he's going to attack Cody just yet. He has major heat with Jay because Jay's the one that put him out of action with the bloodline. The reason Randy was put on the shelf was the bloodline. But the reason I think that we'll end up having Cody needs a program before heading back to WrestleMania to face Roman. Mm-hmm. And Randy is better as a heel than he is as a face. Randy also, I don't think, wants gold. I think he's kind of like, at this point in his career, ready to just have good storylines. And so the legacy storyline between Cody and Randy is huge. And I think that'll be his program through the Royal Rumble until, you know, whoever wins the Royal Rumble will go after Seth, and that'll leave Roman open, and Cody will take that opportunity after beating Randy Orton, a legend, to go into that. Yep, I will. There's a lot of wrestling schools in North Carolina just waiting on the next tryout. Yeah. Yeah, just, and like I said, they're going to put you through hell. Just suck it up and take it. It is the hardest thing you will ever do. Wrestling, like you'll hear football players and MMA fighters who get into wrestling and say it's 1,000 times harder than anything they ever did in the pros or whatever. It is. It's a lot of work. It's crazy, but I also heard WWE is interested in Okada. I've heard that too, and I hope they sign him. I would love Okada in WWE. That'd be great. That would be great.
Him versus Shinsuke. Okada versus Shinsuke in a
yes,
match.
Please. Please, please, please.
Mm.
If for some reason Shinsuke is not talking about Seth and he's talking about somebody else, let him be talking about Okada.
Oh, please, yes.
What a great way to bring Okada into WWE.
Oh, renew that old rivalry? Yes.
Yeah, if you ever get a
Austin.
chance, go find their matches in NJPW.
Oh, yeah. Austin, and the thing is, you've got me and my brother. We will hype you up. We will back you up. You having a bad day, just come talk to us on Discord. If nothing else, we will be there to help you guys, to help you out. In spirit. Not physically, but in spirit.
I'm scared of us taking bumps and bruises my body. It's rough. Taking bumps hurt. But,
it does.
But I will tell you, like, one, you'll build up a callus to it, so taking bumps won't be bad after a while. And yeah, especially on the indies, you're going to have a lot of crazy matches. So you got to, you know, I mean, like, don't take a booking that you don't want to do. Like, if they're trying to book you into some, like, crazy death match and you don't want to do that, then don't take it. You can say no. It's okay. As long as you do it respectfully, it will not hurt your career. R-Truth is not released. He's been injured. He is recovering. I think he's pretty close to coming back.
Yeah, follow him on TikTok. He's got he goes live often, and he's got some really good stuff.
He's great. Do you think WWE will pull the trigger on Reed when the time comes at Perth for the Chamber because he's from Australia? Possibly. Possibly. Depends on how they book it and who's all in the match.
I'm very interested next Monday night to see the Reed versus Ivar match.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, and I hate to say it every time I say it, I hate to say it, but Eric getting injured is the best thing that ever happened for Ivar. You know, he's got a chance to shine as singles. He's shown his strength as promos. He's I want Eric to come back, and he is on the path. But I think it's been a really good thing for Ivar.
Yeah. Austin, I've never really been a fan of deathmatch wrestling. I think it's too much to put your body through, and it's just for those. It's for people who I'm not trying to insult anybody, but it feels like you almost have to have a psychotic mentality to think that's the type of wrestling you want. Hardcore is fine, but deathmatch wrestling I've never been a fan of. I mean, that being said, I've seen some amazing death matches. Like, especially go back to like Cactus Jack and Terry Funk, man. They killed it.
Iron Survivor qualifying matches tonight.
Who do you think the devil is in AEW? I think it's Jack Perry. His suspension is up soon. Ooh, that's a possibility I've not heard a lot of people talk about, but that's a good one, Rocky. I like that. JR, I think
it's Adam Cole.
I think Damage Control will win the War Games match, and then during the celebration, we'll turn on Bayley.
What do you think about Josh Briggs?
He's a big guy, man.
You have that on your bingo card. Put a chip down. Look, if Trick Williams is qualified, can Carmelo Hayes join the field at deadline?
I do think Melo wins tonight.
We know Carmelo Hayes. I mean, his capabilities. Go out there and get a win.
Nope, I don't.
I mean, come on. Hey, he's good. He's that good. But this is going to be a test.
I think Trick comes out, distracts on accident, and the other guy takes the pin.
No Trick, there's no Jensen, there's no Henley ringside, one-on-one, just the way these two
Well,
wanted it. And Briggs,
here's the thing. If Melo's in it, that puts Melo versus Trick in the match.
It does.
Nice kick, catch it. Oh, and that drop
Oh,
kick.
god damn, what a drop kick. I think Melo wins. I'm gonna try another poll. Why not? Let's try this again.
Out here, nobody cheerlead for you. This is those moments I talk about, Vic.
Certainly say that one more time. You know, when you talk about Josh Briggs, he knows. As he's already said it, this could be his one shot.
That's funny.
As Hayes right back under the jaw. And for Carmelo Hayes, he competed in the Iron Survivor Challenge match last year. He lost the match by one decision. One decision in a matter of seconds cost Carmelo Hayes a year ago. He wants to get back into that matchup. He wants to add Iron Survivor to his list of accolades. He wants to become #1 contender. He wants an NXT championship back.
Austin, that's a good goal. I mean, that's something really good to strive for, something like that. Something I want you to think about, though, is your promo skills. You know, how's your improv and stuff like that.
That's another bit of advice I can give you, Austin. I don't know what school you might go to, but if they don't have a great promo class, find yourself a good improv class near you as well. It will really help you with your promos. It'll get you thinking on your feet. It'll get you talking to crowds. Promos are super important. Really hope WWE signs back Heath so he can fulfill the 3MB prophecy. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think Drew really wants anything to do with 3MB anymore.
A lot of muscle, a lot of momentum too. If Briggs is able to pick up this victory here tonight.
Now, Austin, what I did for my promo skills and my being able to talk and interact with people so many times, I actually worked at the Bay Area Renaissance Festival. They have got improv classes and all that stuff, and it's almost depending on where you go. Mine was completely free. So, plus they have stage combat training if you can get on their chessboard.
Of course, you know, Trick Williams, Dijak is qualified for the Iron Survivor Challenge match. Deadline Saturday, December the 9th. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster.com. The final WWE Premium Live event of the year. And which of these superstars will make their way to Deadline?
Oh, baby. Oh, whoa, man.
Look in the eye was a little crazy.
That was hot. That was hot.
That might have been a mistake. Oh, bro!
Ooh.
My word.
That's that move. That's that
Damn.
move right there.
And that's that man. Who's headed
Oh.
to deadline?
Wow.
That was a good move. I like that bounce off the ropes to the outside. That was nice. Yes, Jay, I completely agree.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in and sticking with us here, whether you're on TikTok, Twitch, wherever you're at. I'm going to ask a huge favor. You don't have to if you don't want to or if you can't do it. But if you could, let's say you're on TikTok. If you could open up some other windows, open up the Twitch, open up the YouTube, get some views on there. Make sure you hit a thumbs up on the YouTube. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, open up TikTok, open up the other windows. Let's just get those views up. It helps grow the channel so we can do more fun stuff like this. Yosi, thank you for the follow. For Thanksgiving, I'm going to make some lasagna, cookies, and watch football. Nice. I'm so ready for Jay to make her debut. Me too. But I'm happy she's also getting work in at the PC and getting better.
Yeah. I don't want to see her forgotten.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I saw the comment on YouTube. That was weird. All right. Whatever.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I'm like, huh?
Also, if anybody's interested in showing their love, if you go to the link in my bio, there is merch available. We've got Wrestling with Toxicity shirts in both it's in the red for Raw, blue for SmackDown, and gold for NXT. We've also got hats. We've got shirts for our other shows, custom shirts for each of the hosts of the podcast. There's even an apron for the Geeky Kitchen, and that apron is badass. It really is. Also, the Geeky Kitchen shirt is on sale until January 1st for $15. Kind of taking a loss on those, but just trying to get it out there.
Mm-hmm. And remember, folks, the sooner you order it, the sooner you can get it before Christmas.
You guys are doing more for bragging rights than WWE's right now. Oh, you mean Deadline? Or you mean Survivor Series? We try to do what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried hard to, like, because part of it was they were trying to, bring back Randy, so they weren't trying to spoil anything. But
Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying match, Josh Briggs, Carmelo Hayes.
I'm pretty sure they're still going to do millions upon millions of views. I don't think they're that worried about it. Survivor Series is one of the big four.
Throughout the break, he's been adapting quite well, Book.
I tell you, I was in the tag team for 10 years, Vic, and I must say I was waiting for that opportunity when I could go out there and do it on my own. And right now, Josh Briggs seems like he's feeling that same something that I was feeling.
It's just me, or does Briggs look like he'd be a decent heel?
That might even be what they're eventually pushing him to. Because he has treated this match like a heel.
All Briggs needs is that one shot.
JBL knows he's the guy that I've been around many years. We tag team in Korea together. And JBL, he's one for known for spot talent.
I don't know if Hayes really wants to turn this into a slugfest, Book, at this juncture.
James, you're all good, thank you.
Into the contest.
I don't know if you noticed those short jabs Josh Briggs was landing there. Very effective.
Yeah.
JBL said it was Hayes.
Yeah. The talent they've got right now is pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. Cowboy up. Cowboy up. Oh, yes.
And honestly, we've got Hunter to thank for that.
What flew off somebody? It's in the ring now. Looked like a nicotine patch or something.
Looked into the eyes of Fallon Henley. Said he was
Oh, no.
focused on tonight. Into the cover. Another kick out.
I don't know what that move
Hayes.
was.
Another cover. Another lateral press. And another kick out.
Josh Briggs is rolling right now like he's at one of those rodeos or a hoedown or something right now.
A hoedown? What the hell?
He's feeling it, man.
I was with you on rodeo. I don't know about the hoedown. As Briggs now laying that weight on the back of Carmelo Hayes, and this is to his advantage. This is going to wear down Carmelo Hayes that much more.
Talking about
This is the best I've seen Briggs look. For sure.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm sure Carmelo is thinking, man, I gotta get out of this right now. I gotta get out of the predicament.
Well, look, you got to think since September 2 for Carmelo Hayes, there's been a lot of distractions, Booker. How do you navigate through those choppy
What
waters?
you gotta do
James,
if you
I can
want
see that.
to be a WWE official?
From Josh Briggs.
So their officials go through the same tryout process as the wrestlers at the performance centers. You got to find a WWE tryout and you got to go. I would recommend, just like a wrestler, go to a wrestling school to be a ref. There are plenty of wrestling schools that have ref classes. They have that. Because you still have to learn to take a bump, because sometimes refs takes bumps. But you got to know all the rules. You got to know the cues, all that stuff. So, yeah.
Because this one shot from this big man, Josh Briggs, it could be a dream. Could be over.
This reminds me when me and my dad do wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, their refs also go through the tryout process. Their refs also go to the performance center. And like I said, I would suggest if you want to be a ref, you go to a wrestling school that has a ref class.
Briggs is rocked. He's not rattled, but he just got dropped again. Hayes trying to string together some.
You want to be in a Roman match, you better learn to take a bump as a ref. Yeah.
Yep.
What's the worst thing about wrestling school in your opinion? Well, when I went, it was a much more old school mentality. I know that the schools now have eased up a bit, but they would push you worse than boot camp, and I would know because I went to Army boot camp. I was in the Army for 4 years, so I understand. But like, if you messed up a move, you might have to do a wall sit for half an hour, or 100 burpees, or 1,000 squats, or something. It's just super hard work, and you just have to keep remembering that this is your dream and this is what you want to do. The hardest you'll ever work in wrestling is in a wrestling school. Ooh, big boot.
God, what's nerve?
To get to deadline and a kick.
So close. So close.
That left shoulder just getting off the mat. But typically in this moment, for Josh Briggs, as we go back.
So, Austin, when they say the first year of wrestling school is going to be your worst year of wrestling, yeah, it's not no lie.
Briggs can tag out. He can tag in a fresh partner in Jensen. He's got to go at it alone.
A lot of wrestling schools, again, mine were more old school. I went to Steve Kern's School of Hard Knocks. They're going to try to make you quit because they only want people that are willing to go through hell to stay there. But now, it's a little bit different for a ref. You don't get as... It's not as strenuous on the body as a referee, but...
Put together by the wrestling god himself, JBL. Lexus King.
Lexus King?
Just got dropped by Hayes.
Interesting.
Turning right around. And
Oh! Good Lord, what a clothesline.
Yes, indeed. What the?
Called it. Not how I called it, but I...
Oh!
Moonsault from the top.
Briggs with the freaking moonsault? What? And this is why, Mello didn't want Trick out there, and why Briggs didn't want his partner out there is because they had to, Lexus King had to get out there without being stopped by anybody.
Yep. Does he? Hey.
Are we about to have a new Enzo and Kaz type team? I don't know. That clothesline was nice. Oh.
momentarily distracted, opened the door for Josh Briggs to showcase some heavy artillery that we've never seen before.
But now that Melo's not in this match and thus not on the train to getting back to his championship, but Trick is, it's more to build up the rift between the two.
Yep.
Survivor Challenge winner.
I also think Melo's going to be moving up to the main roster soon, too.
I think him and Braun both make their appearance at Royal Rumble.
Does this mean that the title match
Possibly.
is officially off?
Yeah, it did, Chocolate Boy.
Off. No. This match is still happening tonight. I don't need to be at 100% to put my title on the line. But even if I was at 10%, there's no way I'm letting
Austin, don't worry about your finisher right now. The trainers and the staff at the wrestling school will help you figure that out.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself. Actually, if you want to take mine, Austin, go ahead. I had so I'd pick him up in a sidewalk slam, and then I would spin, and then jump up and slam him down. And it was like an airplane spin sidewalk slam. I called it the revolving door.
This Friday,
you can have it.
On FS1.
You can have it. I'm not a big dude, but it always looked impressive when I picked people up and did that because I'm only, I'm 5'8". I was 5'9" in wrestling boots. I was 190 pounds tops. So if you're bigger than that, you can do that and make it look good. JR, what's your finisher?
Folks, don't forget, we'll be doing our predictions during the pre-show halfway through for Survivor Series on Saturday. We are off Wednesday and Thursday this week, and we will be doing SmackDown on TikTok exclusively. And we love interacting with you guys. So,
yep. And then Survivor Series this Saturday will be on all platforms. But if you want to see the actual pay-per-view, I'll be playing it here on TikTok. If I join WWE, my finisher is a pick 'em up, like a suplex, then RKO 'em. Okay. Suplex cutter. Nice.
I like that. That's nice.
Like a lot of WWE 2K made him into real life. That's like me, pretty much. Yeah, I do the same thing.
I think we all do.
Hard not to. I like the Loop Harper clothesline, but I use my elbow. Okay. My finisher would be cheating. User 704. User 704. Why are you crying? Don't cry. We love you. Don't cry.
Please don't cry. You cry, make me cry.
I also used Sweet Chin music because I'm a huge HBK mark. I love Shawn Michaels. He's my favorite of all time. So I also used that move because there were guys that like either were too big for me to give my revolving door to, or there were just guys who didn't want to take it. A lot of them felt I did deal with a lot of egos in wrestling, and there was guys like, oh, I can't have somebody smaller than me picking me up like that. I'm like, that's fine. I'll give you a Sweet Chin music. But that was also at a time when super kicks weren't a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
I would use the Black Mass. Right on.
That's
what Xia Li is using right now.
The concussion kick.
Yeah, I don't know if she has a name for it yet, but
no, announcers have considered it the concussion kick. So, Fatsy using the RKO.
I used to use cutters, but I never used them as a finisher. It was more of like a transitional signature move. One Wing Angel, it's a good one. Although now that Kenny's on like, a major network, that one is like, oh, you're stealing from Kenny Omega, even though everybody in wrestling steals from everybody.
Yeah.
Power Slam is good.
Power Slam. You see, the thing when it comes to finishers for me, it's like, yes, everyone may do the super kick, but your super kick is so pinpoint precise and so hard to like that you have elevated the move to be something deadly. So
Brainbuster, that's a good one. I used to also do with my because again I was a smaller guy and I was a heel, so I would always like I always played it up like I was 9 feet tall and super strong. So what I would do is when I would do suplex, I would put people in a vertical suplex. I would hold them in a vertical suplex. I would flex like Bobby Lashley, and then I would jump up and slam them down. So I'd squat a little bit and then jump up and slam it down. I at least should call it the finisher. She reminds me of a Mortal Kombat character with her entrance. Yeah.
May 4th. Friday Night SmackDown will also be there the night before.
Yeah, the thing on the indies, Austin, is until you're established as a made man and somebody that they're calling you for bookings and you're not looking for bookings, you will work how the booker needs you to work. So if they need you to be a good guy, you'll be a good guy in that territory. If they need you to be a heel, you'll be a heel in that territory. That's just how it is.
Hey, what's up, Vaughn? Oh, you don't have to bring anything.
Oh, yeah, I brought some brownies. Man, I love them.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, yeah, a few got eaten on the way here.
Yeah. No, yeah. Come on in. Huh.
This ought to be an interesting little vignette.
Hey, do I look okay? This is my best tank top.
Vaughn, you look great. Hey, you remember my wife, Tara, right?
Hi, Vaughn. Thanks for coming to dinner.
Hey, Tara, good to see you again.
I don't know if she's still a wrestler, but I believe she used to be a wrestler.
Look who it is, the Bass Brothers.
Guess what I brought? Brownies.
Oh my God, I love these.
Guys, dinner before dessert.
Man, she's a tough one.
Yeah.
spaghetti and hot dogs.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, just how I like it. All the sausages, no asparagus.
Asparagus sucks. Asparagus sucks.
Fine, you know the kids have to eat their vegetables.
Oh, yeah, right.
Have you ever been injured in a match? I suffered 4 concussions within 3 months. I also hurt my neck and back. I never had like a broken arm or anything like that, or I didn't tear anything, thank God. But the concussions took me out. I ended up with post-concussion syndrome, and that's why I had to stop wrestling. Yes, those guys are so small compared to him.
Hey, Cash and Carter, what did I tell you about earlier? It's rude to stare, okay?
It's okay, Stone. Hey, look, your dad taught me to be okay with it. Good thing you guys are young and healthy. Hey, let's see those muscles. Oh, yeah, look at those big muscles. You kidding me?
Yeah. So, boys, how was school today?
It was good except for those older kids.
What older
Why would they have school
Keep being
on
jerks to
Thanksgiving?
us at recess.
That's a whole bunch of crap. You need me to go to school with you guys? Stone, we'll show those punks.
Guys, I'll be right back. I take care of something real fast.
Relax, everybody relax.
Yeah, we need him.
Carter, we don't do fights at school. Okay, I teach them that they use their
Yes,
words.
we do.
No, we use their words, fine. They're simple.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Sorry, guys, your dad said no fights.
Robert, why don't we go get dessert?
Good idea.
Hey, write their names down. I got you.
All right, Vaughn's going to beat up little kids. Okay.
Just one at a time, one at a time. Good, right?
Booker, doesn't that just
All right.
warm your heart? Mr. Stone and Uncle Vaughn, it's the feel-good story of the year.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Please welcome Wesley.
All right, Wesley.
I'm
he
happy
battled
Wes is
Baron
back.
Corbin last week, right,
I love Wesley.
He returned to action after some time
I'd
off,
prefer him on the main roster.
and he
but-
was cheated out of a victory, possible victory, by the North American champion.
I think
30 down.
I think he'd be amazing on the main roster.
That's part of this game, Vic.
Or give him a title run in NXT. Give him a world title run. I know he's going after the North American title again, but Rando, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Wesley's amazing.
I feel that you all know me by now, right? Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and for better or worse, like, I'm extremely real with you all. So I think that you
And
all
legitimately, this is another one of those guys where it's like
I'm
he
out here
got
right now,
the tag team partner had to go
especially
away
after last week.
due to one reason or another, but he has made him better
Dirty Dominic
better for himself
Mysterio.
as a solo.
You see, Dominic Mysterio has the North American title. Hell, Judgment Day is holding all the gold heading into War Games right now, and I feel like me losing my North American title was the catalyst to all of them moving on. You see, when I see Dominic Mysterio, I just see red. And it's not just because he's the lowest form of a human being, or the fact that he has a face that you just want to punch into dust. But he has the North American title. Now, people lose and win titles all the time. But when I was champion, I felt like I belonged. Like, I found myself. Hell, all of y'all accepted me. Including all of y'all right through that screen accepted me just as much when I was champion.
He's talking to me.
And I want that back. I want it back so bad that I need one more shot at Dominic Mysterio at Deadline.
By the way, I saw the stupidest take on TikTok today
Because
and it's Vince
Wesley
Russo.
versus
Somebody
the
was
world.
posting Vince Russo's take.
And when it comes down,
Now, Vince Russo is a fucking idiot. Make that clear. But he was saying that Rhea Ripley needs promo classes because she's terrible on the mic. What? Rhea's great on the mic. Randy might RKO Rhea. It might happen.
The one thing you do better than anyone is make these people feel bad for you. Make them feel sorry for you. And you're good at it. Because 2 months ago, you got beat by Ilya, by Mello, took time off, came back.
I think with Deadline being after Survivor Series, it would be a good time to get the title off of Dom, but Jay, I kind of feel with you. Yeah, he might be holding on to it a little bit longer.
Their opinion, like yours, is worthless. I made this title more relevant than you ever did.
yo, shut up, Dominic. Your title run has been nothing more than the Judgment Day saving your ass at every moment. I'm pretty sure that Cody and crew are going to take care of you at War Games. But just like a cockroach, you will continue to survive. And that is why I need to come for that North American title.
You want this back?
Oh, I want it back. And I'm willing to do any and everything to get it back.
Over Brooklyn and...
Like I said, you
I don't
want
know.
this back. Your North American Championship run consisted of you proving yourself. Most consecutive days as champion. You know, it wasn't that important to me, so I can't remember what else it was. But next week, you're gonna have to face 3 other former North American champions to get to me at Deadline. But if, and only if, you win, will you get a chance at this. So, when you don't win, this will be your last shot at a North American Championship. Come on, Wes, what do you say?
Challenge accepted.
Booker, we're playing
Okay.
by Dom's rules. Can Wesley overcome the odds next week?
Andre Chase,
All right,
an
interesting.
educator expected to mold the young student minds of Chase University, is now in the midst of a major scandal.
Breaking news. Chase U is under investigation.
What started as a light whisper
See, there's 2 kinds of wrongs, right? The wrong that we do and the wrong that's done to us. We're gonna get even on both.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
You owe us.
Grew into curious speculation.
Hello? Is Mr. Chase here?
He's about to be, yeah.
Seriously, JC? This isn't something you want to get involved with.
Okay.
Has now turned into a full-fledged investigation.
You want it this evening?
I am cooperating fully with this ongoing investigation. No further questions.
What should have been the pinnacle of the university's success
Chase U now champions you!
is now overshadowed by the dark cloud that hangs over the head of the university's figurehead.
Look at this. Some members of the Chase U student section are getting up and walking out. Bada bing, bada boom. And we got new champs!
What does the future hold for Chase University's infamous instructor?
At this moment, I have no further comment.
And how will this investigation affect the Institute of Higher Learning?
Well, Andre Chase finally will break his silence. He'll do so next week on NXT.
They've not revealed what the actual scandal is, but apparently we'll find out next week.
Where is he? Getting a little nervous. I mean, upsetting him or not.
Nice, Austin.
Mr. Chase has always been there for
Thea,
me.
you know you're Mr. Chase and Duke's #1 girl. And trust me, there's a good reason that they're not here tonight.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, because you can do this.
I can.
Yes.
I mean, I couldn't get the job done the last time I had a major opportunity like this, so I really don't know what
Thea, I know how hard it can be to do things on your own. I've been there. But you don't need anyone else tonight because I have your back. And scratch that. Not just tonight. I have your back always. Really? Yes.
Thank you. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Come on.
Who is headed to
I
deadline?
love Thea Hale.
We find out next.
I do too.
I love Thea Hale. She's so great.
I'm hoping
And
she wins this match.
I do too. Like Blair Davenport, also great, but I would prefer
Yeah.
Thea Hale to win this. Clarence, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Ben thinks Blair's going to win, so let's do this. We'll pop up another poll. How about that?
Go for it. And make sure you send it this time. Phantom Grifter, thanks for liking the live.
Also, anybody watching this on TikTok, if you could just tap your screen a whole bunch of times, give this a whole bunch of likes, greatly appreciate it. It's hard to do with a mic in my face. Pull up there. There we go. Yeah, she just turned 20 not that long ago, and she's wrestling her ass off. She started like she had her first appearance on TV before she even graduated high school. Yes, tons of commercials, unfortunately, but all right, the poll is up on TikTok if you guys want to vote on who's going to win this match. But yeah, JR Thea's only 20 years old. She just turned 20 as well, like very recently.
Yep.
Like I said, she was on TV before she'd even graduated high school. She was 18, but as soon as she turned 18, they started putting her on TV with Chase U. Then she graduated high school, and then she had her first match. Guys, there's a 5-minute poll up. It's down to 4 minutes now. Who's going to win this match, Thea Hale or Blair Davenport? That poll is up on TikTok.
Drake like Nikita Lyons. Gee, I wonder why. Mm. Well, Austin, that's kind of what NXT is here for, is to give them the feel of how WWE does things, how to talk to the camera, how to interact with the crowd, how to interact safely with the other wrestlers and stuff like that. So it's not as much as it used to be, but it is still kind of a training ground and stuff like that.
Well, it's developmental, for lack of a better term, but it's where your newer stars get the chance to blossom as stars and become superstars before heading to the main roster.
Feels good to be a winner, doesn't it?
Damn right it does, girl.
Trust me.
I think Cody's team is going to
See you at
win for
deadline.
sure.
All right, toodles. Deadline. Damn, that sounds good.
Hey, congrats, man. You got what you wanted.
Thanks, brother.
I'm sorry. What was that? What did Tiffany want?
Who? Don't worry about that, man. Let's roll. Come on.
I think you're right. I think they're going to try to get what's his name?
We're about to find out
Briggs, the heel.
Yeah.
to deadline.
I think it's something they tried to do with the Kiana James storyline, and it didn't really work. And I think Tiffany Stratton's a better person to do it with.
The following is a qualifying match for the Iron Survivor Challenge. Introducing first, Blair Davenport.
Gear up for Survivor Series War Games at the official Survivor Series Superstore in Chicago. Open this Friday through Sunday, the WWE Universe can shop exclusive WWE apparel, championship titles, collectibles, and so much more. Go to WWE.com for details. JBL credited Davenport's mentality for the selection of her into this qualifying matchup tonight.
Oh, she's coming out to the Chase U music again. There you go.
Rock star, baby.
I like that.
And her opponents, accompanied by JC Jane, representing Chase University, Thea Hale.
Was JC Jane right? Book, can Hale do this without Chase U? Without Andre Chase in her
Come on.
corner?
I mean, you go back a couple of months, who had the most momentum here?
I think that's the first time I've agreed with Booker on something.
Oh, yes.
But Thea Hale has to be distracted with the scandal of Chase U. Andre Chase isn't here. That's not like him. There's no support in her corner.
We got 20 seconds left on our TikTok poll if you want to vote on who's going to win this match.
Chase U in her rear view mirror, man. I mean, she can do it all on her own. She's that good. I really believe in this young lady.
Who will be the superstar to advance to the Iron Survivor matchup at Deadline? Of course, you know, Lash Legend has advanced. We also know Tiffany
Okay.
has advanced.
By a small margin, 57% believe Thea Hale's going to win. 43% think Blair Davenport is going to win. Cody, thank you for the follow.
Women's world title against Zoe Stark
We'll
this
see.
Saturday at Survivor
Zoe's
Series.
finally going to get that opportunity. I got a lot of praise for Zoe Stark. Can she cash in? That's the question.
How about tonight? This is the second qualifying match. How'd JBL do, the wrestling god himself?
JBL, I mean, he's making the matches, perfect matches, because this match right here, Blair Davenport, someone that started when she was 16.
JC Jane is a better manager than a wrestler.
Computer, download that information.
I'm curious as to why she's not wrestling. I think she's a good wrestler. She needs a little more work, but she's good. But she's been great by Thea's side. Yes, Mello had his match against Briggs, and he lost thanks to a distraction by Lexis King. What WWE PPV should they bring back?
King of the Ring.
Yep, King of the Ring. Chase U is in some kind of scandal. We'll find out exactly what that scandal is next week. What's going on with JBL? JBL picked these people to be in this match. They're allowing Hall of Famers to pick the people that are in the qualifying matches for the Iron Survivor matches.
I hope it's a trend that continues on for as long as this Iron Survivor thing goes on, because it's actually really cool.
I also really enjoy the Iron Survivor matches. Like they did the first ones last year. They were really, really good.
They really
Or
were.
no,
And they were
it was
completely different too.
It was actually earlier
No, it was
this
last
year.
year.
No, it was earlier this year. Because it was during us doing this program, and we haven't been doing NXT, but this year.
Oh, that's right. Holy
We started doing NXT in January, so. What would Piper think of MJF? I think he'd like him. I say Cyber Sunday because online nowadays are so powerful right now. The fans can vote. Right now, fans can vote for who gets the advantage in the women's War Games. Although I don't know why they didn't just give them an advantage match on Friday, but. The Iron Survivor match, I don't even know quite how to explain it. It's a very interesting gauntlet-style match with a penalty box, and it's about getting the most pins. Piper would love Gunther, probably.
Yeah. First Iron Survivor match was December 10th, 2022.
Was there one this year? Because we weren't doing NXT at the time.
No, because it's Grayson Waller. Honestly, I think we were. It was done in a pay-per-view, and we watched.
Oh, that might be. It might have been a PLE. That might have been what it was.
It was Deadline last year.
Okay. What do you think about Randy and War Games? I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I'm just happy to get him back, first off.
Yeah.
Nice exploder suplex from Thea.
Would be a huge way to even things out. I mean, Thea Hell has had some ups and downs, but not to her own fault. That's all Chase used distractions.
When a wrestler has neck problems, do you get concerned for their health? Extremely, yes. Look at Big E. Look at Tyson Kidd. Look at Edge. Look at Bryan Danielson. Each injury is different, and recovery is completely different for each person.
Oh, I get very worried about people with neck injuries in wrestling. So Blair won. So the 43% were correct. I don't know what she was looking at with Chase U. Like, I don't know what they weren't doing anything, but something distracted her. By the way, friend of the channel, Bo Polar is in the crowd for this. He was there last week for this, so. Ryan scares me when he takes a back suplex. Yeah.
To put aside any sort of differences, to take full advantage of the situation and punch her ticket to the Iron Survivor Challenge to join the field of Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend Saturday, December the 9th at Deadline.
Both men want the NXT title and will meet at NXT Deadline, but when we come back, we'll take an exclusive look inside the very different lifestyles of Baron Corbin.
All of them, Austin. All of them.
Sticking to like just regular traditional moves, I think that the chicken wing suplex and the full Nelson suplex are the most dangerous. It's very easy to land too high in your neck and get hurt. Germans aren't as bad if they're done correctly. Although you can very quickly get hurt in that as well. But I think the chicken wing suplex and the full Nelson suplexes, where you land pretty much all neck, those are the most dangerous. Was Baron ever NXT champ? No, he was not. So it looks like the main event is going to be Xia Li versus Lyra Valkyria. She said that no matter what, she's having the match. So that should be the main event. And it'll most likely be after they do these interested things, these inside the life of moments here, and then we'll have that match. When Brock does Germans, he throws them without a care in the world. Yeah, but that's also a good thing. Believe it or not, being thrown from a German suplex is good because it gives you the ability to land on your back instead of your neck. So it looks like he doesn't care in the world. It looks like it's so scary. It's actually safer to throw somebody with a German suplex than to just hold on and do them. So while Kurtz looks safe, they're actually not as safe as throwing somebody. Pile drivers I didn't include in that because they're banned in the WWE. Yes, they're doing them again in AEW, but yeah, pile drivers are really bad too. Now, one of my trainers is a man named Steve Madison who has got to have the thickest thighs in the world. He is just a little bit taller than me. He's like 5'10", but the dude's got little tree trunks for thighs. Like nobody's head is as big as his thighs. So when he does pile drivers, it's fine because your head will never hit the mat. But a lot of people doing them have the tiniest thighs and they're trying to do these pile drivers and it sucks. Well, user 704, that's us. We are talking because that comes with the territory when holding a live stream. People are here not just for the wrestling, they're also here to talk to us. And that's why they're talking with us in chat. We can't not ignore our chat, so I apologize, but that's how it is. You gotta tuck that chin and you'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, like believe it or not, like yes, Brock Lesnar is throwing guys. And it looks like he doesn't care, but the reality is by throwing them, they have a better chance of landing on their back than their neck. And when you hold on to a German suplex, there's a better chance you land it on your neck than your back.
Yes.
Table spot's not as bad. It depends on how you're taking the table spot, but most table spots actually, like, I would say going through a table helps sometimes with a bump, but they can also be really, really rough.
Yeah, as long as it's not a Japanese table.
Julia Hart is the first ever youngest AEW champion. Well, technically, like, whoever was youngest before her would have been youngest AEW champion at the time. Like, MJF is technically the youngest world champion they've ever had. But now Julia Hart is the youngest champion they've ever had in any division. And I'm happy for her.
I do too. Me too.
American Badass Undertaker versus Braun Breaker. If it was American Badass Undertaker during his run and not right now, yes, please, 1,000%. Undertaker does not need to ever come back into a wrestling ring. You know, final ride, or what was it called? The match he had with AJ Styles was a perfect send off. And I'm glad he got to wrestle AJ Styles. Boneyard match.
Boneyard match. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got nothing left to prove.
Mm-hmm.
You made a grave mistake.
Will, that I agree with that.
NXT Championship match so bad, huh? You got it. I'll see you at Deadline.
The only person who can slay the dragon is the dragon himself. Our NXT champion sacrifices more than just his body. He sacrifices his day-to-day life, time and distance from his family, living halfway around the world in Germany.
Do we see Dragunov at the Berlin show?
His family a better life.
Maybe.
Like Ilya's mother did for him, the NXT champion puts himself second to his family. The life of a champion is lonely enough.
Because Dragunov's a little bit
Coming home
crazy.
to a cold, empty apartment, no one to share your day-to-day with, only communicating through a screen. The only connection he has to America is that NXT championship. The one thing he kisses before going to sleep is that cold metal. My life is the complete opposite. I have generational wealth, expensive cars, and a big mansion. I kiss my wife and children every day and every night before going to bed. How many times did I ask for a title match with no response? Once I did some digging and I found out who the dragon is behind the madness. It was easy to get what I wanted. What better way to culminate my 2023? The year I found my true self.
The End of Days is a protected finisher. In fact, only one person's ever kicked out of it, ever. That's Drew McIntyre.
My future when I become the NXT champion. Because I agree, Ilya.
The only person who can slay the dragon
is the dragon himself.
Thad Corbin was actually really fun.
Yeah.
You think Triple H is fixing Johnny Gargano's booking? Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about this match. Oh, we lost connection for a second, but we're back. Forgot we were having this match.
Same here.
That means that the world title match or the women's title match won't be that long.
By the way, guys, if you get a chance, follow Baron Corbin on TikTok and Instagram. He's got some really great cooking shows and stuff like that, basically.
Yeah, he does cooking stuff, and it's really good. It's really cool.
You don't want to run up on Eddie Thorpe because these guys are fighting the striker. He don't mind throwing hands.
Last match was Thea Hale versus Blair Davenport. Blair won and is now in the Iron Survivor match. I heard the Skull Crushing finale is a safe finisher. A lot of people have kicked out of the Skull Crushing finale. It's not that protected anymore.
I don't think he means safe like protected. I think he means safe like it's safe to take.
I don't know about that. You are taking a face plant. That's why a lot of guys don't like taking face bumps because they're not like I wish more guys would be a little bit more open with taking face bumps because it looks bad when you take a DDT or a skull crushing finale or something and you put your knee down. And so it's like, well, that wasn't impactful. You know, but I also understand it's hard to take a face bump. It is. Your body's like, why am I going to fall face first?
Maybe not where you want to be with someone like Charlie Dempsey.
No, because he is what I like to call a precision tactician, Vic. He will tie you up like a press.
Dempsey looks a lot like his daddy.
He has a regal approach to this game and a nice offensive move by
And there's Vic Joseph dropping his daddy down there with a regal approach. I would like to see Charlie Dempsey lose like a few matches here over the next couple months, like get disparaged, leave Drew Gulak, and then team with his daddy becomes his manager. Like William Regal becomes his manager in January, because William Regal as of January can be on TV.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not many people who can say they face bump like Dolph Ziggler. People don't like it when they take Seth's curve stomp. Well, yeah, because it's hard to protect that. But if you do it right, and he doesn't crush your head, like he's very soft with it, but you think Ilya, he might lose, but I don't know. Best sell move in WWE?
Rock selling the Stone Cold Soda.
I think Razor Ramon sold it better.
Charlie Dempsey.
I like that little fight jacket that Gulak has on.
Yeah, he looks just like his dad, William Regal.
You know, this is a chance for both these superstars to open the eyes of WWE Hall of Famers selecting the qualifying matches for Deadline. JBL did it tonight, of course. Jerry the King Lawler next on deck.
Excruciating position right there, that abdominal stretch right there. He thought out of it, but still in a bad position right
Flair versus Jacket.
Yeah, like I said, I'd like to see Dempsey lose a few matches here through December. Get disparaged with Drew Gulak. Leave them and have his dad become his manager.
Here we go.
I think Regal's only underrated by fans who don't know who he is. The reality is every wrestler in the locker room knows that William Regal is one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time.
It doesn't, AEW or WWE, both going to tell you the same exact thing.
So. Blair Davenport won.
Trying to rally Thorpe's got to watch where he's at in the ring right now.
Best, funniest promo off the WWE. It's either the Jay Lethal Ric Flair woo-off or when Ric Flair stripped all his clothes off in WCW and had a heart attack.
How effective now is Eddie Thorpe going to be? You saw Thorpe was not able to properly lift.
I'm more fan of the woo-off than the heart attack.
Well, the heart attack was funny because of the way they did it.
And right back to the vulnerable position.
I would like to see Regal come back in January and get Dempsey and Butch in a tag team together.
Oh, yes. Your hand does not bend that way. Thorpe trying to counter.
I'd rather see Charlie Dempsey on his own.
Navigate his way free, rolling through. So he got him. He got
That's, yeah. Here we go.
Hey! Gulak. Bourne. Oh, I told you.
Can't wait to see what Fitt's son in NXT does. Yeah, I agree.
What's the meaning of this?
He used to be top tier. He's lost a step in his promos for sure.
At the end of the day, what does this prove? Really? I mean, you can be real tough when it's 3-on-1.
That was good. That was good.
Oh, zanies.
I got Louie, how you doing?
Louie,
I appreciate you. Good job. Tony. How you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
It was a good month. We got that deal done.
Good, I appreciate you. Frankie, how you doing?
Sam.
You all right?
Doing great.
All right. It's a little light.
Inflation and taxes are killing us.
Hey, all right. We'll talk later, all right?
He's a good guy. Just an off month.
Yeah, I know. Cousin Tiny, how you doing? You all right?
We got it and then some this month.
Hey, you say hi to your mother for me, all right? All right.
I have no idea, Ben.
Hey, he don't slow down.
He finished all his food.
Hey, Tone, you good?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll have him clean this up. You want me to have anything wrapped up, take it home?
We appreciate what you did tonight, but you take it home for yourself. We're gonna head to the bank for a little bit, all right?
All right, I'll see you.
All right. Take it easy, all right?
Told that Stu Nah Georgie to set up a room for us. Let's get out of here. Let's go celebrate some more.
Real K9, thank you for the follow.
Can you believe little Adriana with the pigtails? She's an enforcer now.
I can't believe it. You
Yeah,
remember
crazy.
when she was little and she cracked little Ralphie in the face?
Yeah, that was good. That was
Once again, the most dangerous part in NXT is the parking lot.
Next time, you will remember we did this to you. Hey, here they come. Let's go. What's going on?
What? Get those guys! You all right? You all right? You guys all right? They won it! They got it!
I didn't think Garza and Creel would see them that quickly, but we quickly have to turn our attention to a medically cleared champion, Ken Valkyria.
Eddie won the match, and then Charlie and Drew and the other guy beat him up.
Every other reality competition is about proving.
Nobody cares. Shut up. All right. So yeah, we're gonna
Anyways.
get that championship match. Probably start 9:50, but then you got walkouts and introductions. So they'll have about 15 to 18 minutes, or not even.
No, remember,
Yeah.
it's 10:08 end time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But even with 10:08, that's 18 minutes after we get back from commercial. And we got to do walkouts and the introduction and all that shit.
So,
So probably
10 to
looking
12
at
minute match.
Yeah, 10 to 12 minutes. I understand that Xia Li lost last night to Becky Lynch, but I just don't see them taking the title off of Valkyria this fast. In her first ever title defense? That seems weird. The match might like break down and it might set up a match at Deadline. That could happen.
That's a could happen.
Oh, excuse me. We'll see.
Folks, we got conversations all week long if you join us on our Discord channel. Link in the bio. We've also got merch available. Like the hat? It's a nice hat.
Once more people start talking in Discord, we'll have conversations all week long. Oh, also something I posted this on TikTok, and I know we're here for wrestling, but I know a lot of you guys are fans of other stuff as well. So I'm gonna throw this out there to you guys while you're watching. In January, I'm thinking on Sunday nights, I am going to do a Supernatural watch-along. Now, there's 15 seasons, so every Sunday night we'll do 2 episodes. We'll watch it right here, TikTok exclusive, starting with season 1 and going from there. JR, we're going to do our predictions for War Games during the pre-show of War Games, because we still got to wait to see what happens with Friday night, if anything else new comes up. I will say for the 2 War Games matches, I think Damage Control wins, and I think Team Cody wins. I don't think that's going to change. But, yeah, so, like I was saying, if you want to join me for that Supernatural watch-along, we're going to go through 15 seasons, 2 episodes at a time, on Sunday nights, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know. And, again, it'll be exclusive to TikTok. We'll be watching the shows right here. That should be fun. James, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Bub, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Much appreciated.
If you guys got any ideas for like shows or things you guys might want to see us do or something like that, please, by all means, post it in Discord. I'm more than happy to check it out and review it as a group and see if it's viable to do. Go watch Attack on Titan.
Started a new poll. Let me know who you think's going to win this championship match. That is up right now. I'm not a huge fan of modern anime, although Attack on Titan is not bad. I don't know about that one. I'm very much an old school kind of guy, like Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D, Akira.
Yeah.
The old stuff, yeah. I don't know why, but I got Miz over Gunther, then Gunther wins the Rumble. I kind of feel the same way, Jay. Kind of feel the same way. I might give Attack on Titan a chance. I have heard that it does feel more old school than most modern things. I've watched a couple episodes and it wasn't bad, but it also didn't hook me. So
Petrovich. Will you shut up already? An attack.
Dirty Pair Flash.
Unnoticed.
Never heard that one. Have to check that one out.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. I've also considered JoJo's Bizarre Adventure just because it's fucking weird as shit.
As a pageant was able to find the beauty, everyone, everything. I struggled to find it in Carmen, as well as the NXT universe, for enjoying such aggressive behavior. You need to seek medical
I'll tell you what,
attention
Santino Marella's daughter is
before
killing
you
it,
do.
is
Please,
Ariana Grace.
shower with soap. I almost passed out from the foul stench in the arena last week. As for Carmen, envy is an incurable disease. But thankfully, Ariana Grace is the cure. I love you all.
Dirty Dom threw the gauntlet down to Wesley, and we now know which former North American champions he will face. Cameron
Yay,
Grimes,
Cameron Grimes.
the
Oh,
big
Bronson Reed.
Oh my
And Johnny
God.
Gargano.
Triple Crown
Holy
champion Johnny Gargano.
yeah.
The field is stacked, and if Lee wins, he'll face the
That is going to be a hell of a match
title
next week, ladies and gentlemen.
In addition, the Iron Survivor qualifying match
And realize Bronson's going to be coming off of his match with Ivar Monday night on that one.
Jerry the King Lawler. After being attacked, the tag team champions have responded. The family will face Garza and Carrillo next week with the tag team titles on the line, live on NXT.
So I think with that one, I don't think that Angel and Humberto win because it's on NXT and not on Deadline. And I think it may I don't know. It looks like they're not going to have a tag team championship match at Deadline, but possibly. You never know.
We'll see.
The following is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger.
Every time I see Xia Li, more and more she's looking like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier.
Xia Li attacked Lyra Valkyria during her entrance. Lee delivered a devastating roundhouse kick. We don't know for sure the status of Lyra Valkyria. Well, we do know she's going to compete, and she's not going to be 100%.
No, she's not going to be 100%. I mean, the ultimate disrespect to Xia Li, I get it, I understand it, and that's just the ups and downs of this business. Lyra's going to have to understand that.
Xia Li focused.
He's like Melina or Kitana.
Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Valkyria. Wasting no time, Booker.
Your opponent, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
All right, 18 minutes.
Wasting no time. There's the bell, and here comes Valkyria. This is a big risk tonight, though, if you're the champion.
Yes, Lyra might be a little overzealous running into this matchup like this.
How's this going to go? So it's going to be a squash match or something? Well, we've still got 13 minutes to go. So they've got time.
And Xia Li is not going to leave here as champion tonight.
Yeah, Jordan, we were just saying that. He's like Melina or something.
Leaving with the championship, that might mean that Lyra Valkyria is willing to do something tonight that she normally wouldn't do.
Is it too much pride for Lyra Valkyria? Not. And look, you can see with just one kick, her knees buckle. There's nothing behind those strikes. That is not the recipe for success if you're the champion. She is in there with a cold-blooded superstar.
Did Andre come out yet?
Very, very.
No, Andre Chase will come out next week.
Yeah, the Chase U stuff's going to happen next week.
One good kick, this thing will be all over.
All right, chat thinks that Valkyria is going to win.
To reschedule this sort of contest, if you're Lyra Valkyria, maybe Xia Li played into that pride, knowing she was going to continue to fight through and persevere in this matchup and have this title match.
You gotta understand that.
Yeah, see, I was thinking the same thing. Kenya, I was thinking that. So I'm thinking that this might like devolve into like a no contest kind of thing, and it leads to a match at Deadline.
There it is.
B, thank you for the follow.
Lyra Valkyria will not back down. Does not want to
I think Valkyria wins, or it's a no contest.
Title defense since winning the NXT.
It just ends up in a brawl, and the referee throws it out, and then they set it up for Deadline. Because right now, the only title being defended at Deadline. Oh, god damn!
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Don't miss a second of the action. Our picture break.
Oh, god. And I know that's all, like, that's Valkyria. Like, that's her taking that. But, Jesus Christ, that looked brutal as all hell. Oh. Yeah, I think it's going to either Valkyria wins, but like it doesn't seem right, or it's going to be a DQ or a no contest or something. It'll set up for Deadline. Because like I said, the only title being defended right now at Deadline is the World Heavyweight Championship for NXT. There's no tag match at Deadline. There's no women's match at Deadline. So we'll see. Oh, there might be an NXT or North American Championship. So long as West wins next week, which I'm thinking he will. So there's 2 title matches. So maybe they don't. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, it is a little ways away, so we have time to build.
I'm not sure, Jordan. I don't have the game. I want to get it, but I don't. Like, I need to get a PS5 before I start getting Nord games. So I don't know how long it's
Mortal Kombat 1.
I know there's videos. There's videos of people playing it.
Yeah, I watched the play out, and it was at least 4.5 hours long. But that's also minus the fighting and stuff like that. It was just quite literally all the cutscenes.
So yeah, you're probably looking at 6 to 8 hours, depending. Yeah, it looked like it hurt. That was brutal. Oh,
but that was all.
And
It was
like
all
I said,
Valkyrie
that's
too.
all Valkyria. That's all her taking. I would take that move because I would know how to take it with my body and I would make it look bad, but I don't know if I'd make it look that brutal. It's like Kevin Owens does this thing on the stairs where he allows people to slam him back onto the stairs, just like that move. And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm not doing that. Why isn't Carmelo Hayes going to be in the match next week to earn a shot for the North American Championship? Because the only person who has a shot in that match at the North American Championship is Wes Lee. If any of the other 3 guys win, they don't get North American Championship shots. Only Wes Lee is up for a championship. That's why Melo's not in it. Zaya's another Jack. She's just going to hurt her opponents instead of winning. The thing is, she's not actually hurt anybody. She looks brutal. They're playing up her kicks and everything, but she's not hurt anyone.
Championship is on the line, and the challenger Zia Lee Booker has been
Honestly, a lot of it, with what you're saying, Connie, that's all their opponent's selling and stuff like that, which means she's doing her job properly.
Yeah, that move, that's 100% Valkyria. Like that move, when she got her legs pulled and she hit her head on the turnbuckle, that's 100% Valkyria. All Zia Lee did was pull the legs to set up the move, and that move is taken 100% by Valkyria. And she's obviously fine because she'd have been done. Like, if that had been really bad, the match had been over. But she just makes it look bad. I'm like, ugh.
She's wounded in a bad way, I must say.
Unlike Jax.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jax has hurt quite a few people about.
You got to remember, you talk about being wounded. It was Zia Lee who attacked Lyra Valkyria earlier tonight ahead of when this matchup was.
Yeah, but the thing is, if it's an angle, then Zia Lee's not actually hurting anybody, and it's part of a storyline of her hurting people. Jax legitimately has hurt multiple wrestlers. Multiple times.
Obligatory kitty shot.
Hey.
But Lee right now has to be in attack mode for the
This
rest
is
of
Gomer,
matchup
everyone,
because
so he doesn't know. Listen. Don't sit on my keyboard.
Perhaps, pulled out of this matchup, and I agree that would have been smart, but she's a fighter, she's a warrior, she wants to defend that championship, but definitely not a smart move.
Oof, you just gotta wonder how much is behind every strike. Wow. For Lyra Valkyria, nice counter.
Oh, nice counter.
Counter by Zia. Here we go.
To an STF.
Now. There's nowhere for Valkyria to go. She's in the center of the ring.
About to rip that knee right out.
She was about to, but the leg was able to come out for Lyra Valkyria, and that might be.
Oh, she let go of the leg, so it's just a neck.
Yeah. What do you think of Randy coming to Survivor Series and War Games?
I'm super excited. Super excited.
Super excited. It's. In all honesty, I had the same feeling about Randy coming in as Jade Cargill would have been one of the people for the female match. Why your first match back? Why are you doing it to this hardcore type of a match?
Well, in this one, he'll be the last one in. He's also a 20-plus year veteran. Don't forget, what was Edge's first match back when he came back after being retired for 7 years?
Royal Rumble. Yeah.
No. The Royal Rumble was a match. What was his first match back?
Oh, that no holds
hardcore
bar,
match. The no holds bar falls count anywhere match with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
It was effective. Will it bring her the NXT?
So he did a Royal Rumble, which are dangerous because you got so many people in the ring.
Yeah.
And then you've got a no holds barred falls count anywhere match as your first match back.
Can you imagine that?
As I said earlier, we are going to learn a lot about our champion in the next few minutes.
I don't know what's going on with Becky and Charlotte. Maybe they have finally buried the hatchet. I don't know, but we'll see.
I hope, honestly, I'm hoping they have.
NXT Universe trying to do their part. Valkyria sliding down, able to counter.
Blocked it.
Still just too strong. Is Zia Lee. Valkyria is going to have to go to a different level. She's going to have to find a different gear. She's going to have to go to a place booker. Maybe she doesn't know.
Have you heard that Nikita Lyons is planning on returning?
And now, wait.
Yeah, it's been long enough. She should be coming. She should be ready to come back. Oh, what an interesting German suplex with a leg like that.
Yeah.
to block the suplex.
That's interesting. I like that.
That self-interrogation mode, Vic.
I like that. That was cool.
NXT Women's Championship on the line, our main event of this Thanksgiving.
Okay, so Austin, to talk on your comment for a little bit, just like Cody and Seth, hopefully they can get along for the Saturday. I think the Cody and Seth thing is more kayfabe than it is real life. Whereas the Charlotte and Becky thing was real life.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I definitely think it's kayfabe. Jade Cargill versus Charlotte will be good. I want to see Jade against Rhea. I want to see her against Bianca. I want to see her against Charlotte. I want to see her go up against Becky. Like, I'm excited for her to just get involved into the main event of the women's division.
Submission again. And this time, we're shifting her weight. Shoulders down. Oh.
I had to release that hole right there.
Looking for that knockout blow. Didn't connect. But Valkyria lands all of that roundhouse kick right between the eyes. And now Valkyria.
Damien is a heel, Austin.
Drop it. Wow. Xia Li, center of the ring. To retain.
Did not expect a clean victory like that, but there you go.
Good match, though.
What that means, we're most likely not going to have a women's title match at Deadline. But it's too soon to try to build up.
We still got 3 minutes left, so.
What a champion she is, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
We learned a lot about our champion here tonight because a wounded champion pulled out.
Well, that's also part of the storyline. They may have always, I mean, they've always had each other's numbers. I don't think they deleted each other's numbers out of their phones. But
raising her game here tonight.
Maybe Lola Vice, she does have that breakout contract.
Take nothing away from Xia Li.
They're not going to bring Matt Riddle back. He burned those bridges with a lot of problems. It'd be a while before they brought him back. No, nothing happened, so we won't know anything. So that was NXT tonight, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, forgot to mute it. Mute that. That again, NXT killing it. Great show. So much fun. Oh, my pleasure for streaming. So happy to stream for you guys. So happy you guys were here with us tonight. Don't forget, we're taking tomorrow night and Thursday night off. There will be no Geeky Kitchen, no Geeks and Noobs podcast on Thursday, but we'll be back Friday for an exclusive TikTok watching of SmackDown. And then on Saturday, on all platforms, we'll be doing the Survivor Series PLE right here, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to play the pre-show as well. So starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. You can watch it fully here on TikTok, but all the other platforms you'll be getting our watch-along reactions to it as well. So I appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. Everybody is so welcome for us streaming. You think Judgment Day will cash into Money in the Bank? I don't know if they'll do it as Survivor Series, but maybe. Chocolate Boy, as always, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank everybody who followed us. Thank everybody for the gifts. Thank you, everybody, for the likes. If you're on Twitch and YouTube and all that stuff, thank you so much for tuning in there as well. Also, if you could, hit that link tree, hit all our follows and all our socials. We greatly appreciate it, and we will see you guys on Friday. Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys. Oh, predictions will be done during the pre-show of Survivor Series. We will do our predictions during the pre-show of Survivor Series. All right, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We will see you on Friday.